Donald Trump once said, "What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate." And indeed, his life has been full of twists and turns. On the 14th of June 1946, in the bustling borough of Queens, New York, a boy named Donald John Trump took his first breath. His parents, Fred Trump, a prosperous real estate developer, and Mary Ann McLeod, a dedicated homemaker, would have little idea that their fourth child would one day become a figure known worldwide. Growing up in Queens, young Donald was noted for his energy and assertiveness. As a boy, he spent hours observing and learning from his father, who was deeply involved in construction and real estate development. This early exposure to the business world sparked a fascination that would shape his life's trajectory. However, navigating academia wasn't always a smooth journey for Trump. His lively spirit often got him in trouble, leading his parents to enroll him in the New York Military Academy at 13. This decision, initially meant to instill discipline, ended up providing Trump with an environment where his competitive nature thrived. After graduating from the military academy, Trump set his sights on further education. He spent 2 years at Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. Wharton, renowned for its business program, seemed to be the perfect fit for Trump, whose interest in real estate had intensified. There, he honed his skills in economics, graduating in 1968 with a Bachelor of Science degree. Post-graduation, Trump was eager to join his father's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son. This was his first step into the world of real estate, a world where he would experience towering successes, devastating failures, and everything in between. But at that moment, as he stood on the threshold of his career, he was just a young man with a degree, a dream, and a determination to make his mark. Young Donald Trump was set on the path of real estate, ready to take on the world. In the world of business, Donald Trump was a force to be reckoned with. The Manhattan skyline, the glittering casinos of Atlantic City, the luxury resorts that dot the globe, all bear the indelible stamp of this maverick real estate tycoon. But this journey was no smooth sail. In the early days, young Trump cut his teeth on a handful of profitable ventures, fueled by a keen business acumen he'd inherited from his father, Fred Trump. But it was his audacious takeover of his father's company in 1971 that marked the beginning of an era. He rebranded it as the Trump Organization, immediately setting about expanding its reach beyond its original focus on middle-income housing in Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. The 80s saw the rise of Trump as a symbol of opulence and extravagance. The construction of the iconic Trump Tower in 1983, a 70-story skyscraper in the heart of Manhattan, was a testament to his ambition. His ventures extended to the glitzy world of casinos, with the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City opening its doors in 1984. But the path to success is often paved with trials. Trump's business career was marred by several bankruptcies that saw him weathering financial storms. Yet true to his nature, Trump bounced back each time, turning these setbacks into comebacks. The new millennium brought a new venture: television. Trump became a household name with The Apprentice in 2004. The reality show, with Trump at its helm, was a huge success, further cementing his status as a business magnate. Through the highs and the lows, one thing remained constant: Trump's resolve. His tenacity in the face of adversity, his ability to take risks, and his penchant for the grandiose, all contributed to a business career that was as controversial as it was successful. Trump's business career was a roller coaster ride of triumphs and setbacks. But it was this roller coaster that would ultimately catapult him onto the political stage, setting the stage for the next chapter in his extraordinary life. From the world of business, Donald Trump set his sights on the highest office in the land. Not content with his success in real estate and reality television, Trump began to express interest in politics as early as the late 80s. However, his first serious foray into the political arena came in 2016, when he announced his run for the presidency under the Republican banner. Despite being dismissed by many as a long shot, Trump's unconventional campaign, characterized by his brash style and populist rhetoric, struck a chord with many voters. In a shocking turn of events, he clinched the presidency in November 2016, defeating seasoned politician Hillary Clinton. His victory, against all odds, revealed a deep-seated dissatisfaction among many Americans with the political status quo. Once in office, Trump's presidency was anything but ordinary. His policies, ranging from immigration reform to tax cuts, were as divisive as they were bold. His hardline stance on immigration resulted in the controversial zero-tolerance policy, which saw families separated at the border. Meanwhile, his tax reforms, which he claimed would stimulate economic growth, were criticized for favoring the rich. Trump's presidency was also marked by an unprecedented level of legal scrutiny. His dealings with Ukraine led to his impeachment by the House of Representatives in December 2019. However, he was subsequently acquitted by the Senate, allowing him to finish out his term. His tenure, although mired in controversy, undeniably left an indelible mark on American politics. His unfiltered approach, both in speeches and on social media, disrupted traditional notions of presidential decorum. Furthermore, his policies, particularly on immigration and trade, have had far-reaching impacts, the effects of which are still being felt today. Despite the controversies, Trump's presidency left an indelible mark on American politics. From his unexpected victory to his controversial policies, his time in office has undeniably reshaped the American political landscape. After a tumultuous 4 years in office, Donald Trump found himself back in the world of business. Following his term as the 45th President of the United States, Trump returned to his roots, re-entering the world of commerce and media. His post-presidential life has been as active and controversial as his time in office, with ventures ranging from real estate development to media enterprises. Trump's influence on American politics remains significant. His outspoken nature and larger-than-life persona continue to resonate with a substantial portion of the American populace. He has remained a leading figure within the Republican Party, wielding considerable sway over its direction and policies. One of the most talked-about ventures in Trump's post-presidency phase is his rumored plans for a new social media platform. In a world where he has often found himself at odds with mainstream media outlets, the prospect of a Trump-led social platform has sparked much debate and speculation. Critics and supporters alike await to see what impact this could have on the digital landscape and political discourse. Yet, amid all these endeavors, it seems politics still holds a particular allure for Trump. Rumors of his return to the political arena have been rife, with the most significant speculation surrounding a possible presidential run. The idea of a Trump 2.0 presidency has caused a stir in the political circles, igniting fierce debates about the future of American politics. Whether it's his business ventures, political influence, or potential return to the Oval Office, one thing remains clear: Trump continues to be a headline-making figure. His actions and words, whether celebrated or criticized, have a ripple effect on the nation and beyond. His journey from a businessman to a president and back to the business world is a testament to his enduring influence, and his potential return to politics signals that his chapter in American history is far from over. Donald Trump continues to be a polarizing figure, shaping the course of American history. Beyond his business and political career, Donald Trump is known for his unique personality and memorable quotes. His language and style of communication are as iconic as the man himself. Trump's penchant for catchphrases is well documented. He's given us phrases like "you're fired," from his reality TV show The Apprentice, and "Make America Great Again," the slogan that became synonymous with his presidential campaign. But his lexicon extends beyond television and politics. He has a knack for colorful and often controversial turns of phrase that have resonated with many and riled others. Trump's use of social media, particularly Twitter, was a defining aspect of his persona. His tweets, often composed in the early hours of the morning, became a direct line of communication to the public. They bypassed traditional media channels, allowing him to control his narrative and engaging his followers in a way that no other politician had done before. His unique style of communication extended to his speeches and public appearances. With a preference for off-the-cuff remarks over scripted speeches, Trump's rhetoric was often unpredictable, freewheeling, and peppered with hyperbole. This style resonated with a significant portion of the American populace who found his approach refreshing and authentic. And this authenticity, or at least the perception of it, was key to Trump's public persona. Despite his wealth and status, he portrayed himself as a man of the people, someone who understood their struggles and was willing to shake up the status quo to address them. Trump's influence on popular culture is undeniable. From late-night comedy sketches to political satire, his persona has been a rich source of material. His divisive nature has sparked countless debates, think pieces, and even protests. Love him or hate him, Donald Trump has left an indelible mark on America and the world. His unique style of communication and his larger-than-life persona have forever changed the way we perceive politicians and the presidency itself.